Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Ford in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. We're checking out a brand new 2022 Ford F150 Lariat Supercrew 4x4 with the 5-liter V8 engine. Let's dig in. All right, here we are at the front end of this monstrous F-150. This is an Atlas blue metallic, which I think is a gorgeous color. We have flat black on the grille, that big Ford badge in the middle. We have LED daytime running lights, LED headlamps, LED fog lamps, LED turn signals, LED lighting all over the place on this truck. You got 2 tow hooks down the bottom to pull lesser trucks out of the mud, but overall it looks really nice up front and powerful. Wheel and tire setup on this F-150. We have an 18-inch wheel, gloss black with silver accents. Looks nice. It's wrapped in all-terrain tires, 275 on the width, 65 series sidewall, 18s all 4 corners. All right, full side profile, this F-150 Lariat Supercrew, and it's huge. It's a big truck. The Atlas blue metallic looks terrific. We got the big running boards going down each side, so it's easy to get into the truck, and believe me, it's a step up to get into this. As we move in closer, we have that F-150 Lariat badge right here looking really good. We have some venting right here, which is a nice touch. Color matched on the side view mirror, LED turn signals, color matched on the 2 door handles. We have a left side fuel filler cap. We got the Sport 4x4 badge out back. We have that nice large 6.5 foot bed, but there is no bed liner in this. As we come up to the top, as you can see, we have antenna up top, and we do not have a sunroof. All right, we're at the back end of this F-150, and again, that Atlas blue metallic looking great. The Ford badge right in the middle with the F-150 stamped into the tailgate, which is a nice touch. That nice big step-up rear bumper, which looks good. We have our exhaust coming out the right side in nice chrome finish. We do have the tow hitch here, and with this truck with the 5-liter V8, you can tow up to 7,600 pounds, and we do have LED lighting as well on the back with the tail lights, turn signals, and brake lights. All right, we are under the hood of this F-150, and what are we looking at? We're looking at that 5.0 liter V8 engine mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, 400 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 16 in the city, 22 on the highway, 18 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, we are inside this 2022 F-150 Lariat Supercrew. And before we get started with the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this massive truck cost? Well, the MSRP, the way this one is optioned, is $65,265. Let's check out the interior. All right, looking at the footbox, we have a nice large dead pedal, brake and accelerator, all rubber finish, which I can understand in a pickup truck. We do have power seats right here for the driver and front passenger. Nice leather wrapped seating areas with this brown piping and white cross stitch. Very nice look, very comfortable, nice bolstering, nice job on the seats. Door panels, we have a really nice chocolate brown up top, soft touch type material there, maybe a little bit of fake leather, hard to say. We got the cross stitch as well, nice soft armrest on the door. We got flat black along the switchgear, which is nice. And then we have that upgraded B&O sound system. To the dash, we have more of this soft touch chocolate brown material, some nice silver trim to break it up, and then down below a nice large glove box. All right, infotainment system time. What do we have here? We have a 12-inch Sync 4 infotainment system, the latest and greatest Sync 4 system. Up top here though, we do have our four-way hazards, traction control off, parking sensors off, rear camera button, and here is the Sync 4 system, nice and responsive. As you can see, we have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto in Sync 4. You can Bluetooth your phone. You can go into audio and set up the audio settings however you would like. Got to turn that off, don't want to get zapped. And you can go there, or you can go into your nav. So it's a really nice system, the Sync 4, and of course you got your wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which a lot of people have been asking me about. We have heat and air vents on either side, which is a nice touch. Moving down further, we have manual controls for our volume and tuning on the media portion of this. Now we do have right here dual climate control action, which is nice. You can put that on auto and you can set it up however you would like. And of course, as you're doing the settings, it comes up on the screen, and now we have it set for dual, so we're in good shape. We have a heated steering wheel right here, which is a great touch. 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and front passenger, which is a nice touch. Over here on the left, you have your drive modes: 2 high, 4 high, 4 low, 4A. So you got everything going on right here when you want to switch drive modes, which is nice. Down here, we open this up. We have a USB-A, a USB-C, and a wireless charging pad, which is a nice touch. And then on the right side, we have a 12-volt and a home power source. All right, center console time. We have our nice leather-wrapped black shifter with cross-stitch to go through this 10-speed automatic. The shifter does also move out of the way by pushing this button down. It'll fold flat so you can lay in your computer or something to write on. Some of the other F-150s, the center console right here will fold down on top of it, give you a flat surface. This car doesn't have that option. Want it back up, you push it back up, no problem. Manual shifting mode right here, some nice storage here and here. And then we have our Ford key fob, lock, unlock, remote start, open the tailgate, panic button, Ford emblem on the back. Nice weight, 2 cup holders, nice job. The center console is right here, and we pop that open. Whoa, that takes a lot to get open. Well, that's stiff. We have a nice removable storage tray, and then a huge area down below with storage. And if you can see down further, we do have a USB-A and a USB-C. All right, let's engage put in reverse. There's our nice backup camera. Takes up the whole screen, which I like. Nice and clear, nice trajectory. Here's our little Ford up here in the corner. Here's our F-150 with the sensors on. Does not have 360 to cameras, but it does have the rear sensor picture there. So a really nice display for the backup camera in this F-150. All right, we got the Ford steering wheel. Nice leather wrap steering wheel. Kind of plain Jane on the Horton button. I might like to see some kind of silver trim or maybe some stitching here, the Ford badge in the middle. On the left, we have our cruise control and voice commands. On the right, we have our controls for our telephone and media. Nice brushed aluminum finish down below. On the stalk, we have right here your headlight and wiper controls here. And then on the left side down here, you got a whole bunch of action going on. You got your power fold mirrors, turn them on or turn them off. Push this down 2 times for your electric tailgate, which is cool. We got our bed lights right here. We have our headlight controls right here, brighten and dim the dash. And then this switch way down below is to make your pedals, if I can move my feet out of the way, the pedals come out towards you or go back in. So that is a nice touch with adjustable pedals here in this F-150. All right, here is our digital dash in the F-150, which is a nice touch. We have our digital tach on the left and speedometer on the right. You have all of your mechanical metrics up top with your coolant temperature, fuel level, your oil temperature, and your fuel level as well. And you got your drive modes. So if we go to our different drive modes, the truck spins around, and we have normal, we have slippery in case it's raining out, and that automatically shifts into your 4x4. And then we have deep snow and sand, which is nice. And then we have mud and ruts. We got a whole lot of action going on here with this thing. And now we can come all the way back to our normal position, and then of course your tow and haul going further left, and your eco mode, and that's going to take us back to too high, and then sport mode, and that's going to take us to our 4A selection. So a whole lot of action going on here. We are going to take this back to normal. That's how we're going to drive it today, and we're back in too high and back to the column screen. So very nice touch here in the F-150's digital dash. All right, overhead console time. What do we got? We got LED action going on inside the F-150. If you want these lights to come on when you open and close the door, you leave this button off so it's not orange. Then when you open the door, the lights come on. When you close the door, the lights will go off after a few seconds. This button here opens up the back window, the center of the back window. So if I push that button, the window opens. If I pull it and hold it, the window will shut. So a nice touch there here in this F-150. All right, we are sitting in the back of this F-150, and I have this seat set for my driving position, and since we're super cab action, I got huge amounts of room in the back for my knees and my head at 5'11". Shoulder width room is great. Consistency of the design front to back is right on point. We have that nice chocolate brown soft touch with stitching up top, cup holder, as well as flat black on the switchgear, a nice soft center armrest. So the rear seats in here, it's not even like being in a pickup truck. This is like being in a sedan, a luxury sedan at that matter. So a really nice job in the back here on this F-150 Lariat. All right, here is our rear console for the back. We have two cup holders right up top, which is nice. In the middle here, we got a 12 volt. We got two stage heated seats for each back passenger. And then down below here, we got a USB-A and a USB-C and another home power source. So Ford's got you covered in the back. We have nice leather seat pockets behind each seat and center armrest action. We pull that down. Nice center armrest with two cup holders in the center. All right, opening up the rear tailgate. As I showed you, you can do it from the key fob, or you can do it from the lower left side of the dash. But if you forget to do that, you can just come to the back, grab the button, pop it, and down very slowly. This tailgate comes, very nice. And now you have that large 6.5-foot bed. No bed liner in this one, but in the back you do have some connectivity with a home power source, which is nice. And some tie downs on this side and on that side. So very, very nice, but obviously whoever buys this truck will need to put in some type of bed liner to protect this beautiful paint. All right, as we move closer here to the bumper in the back, here are our tow hookups right here on this side and over here. Some lighting in the back as well to make sure you can get this trailer hooked up properly to the back of this F-150 and get it the power that it needs. Nice touch. And of course, there is our tow hitch. Here is the window sticker, so you can pause, zoom in, take a look at everything that's in this F-150. Now let's take her out for a drive. All right, we are pulling out of Ciocca Ford in this big F-150 Supercrew. Woo-hoo! I love the Atlas blue. I think it looks really cool on this car. This car, believe it or not, was a special order from a customer. Took forever to get it, and then when it came in, the guy's like, I don't want it. And so he didn't take it, so now it's available for me to review and drive. So thank you so much to whoever didn't want this truck, because it drives really nice. That V8, you know, I gotta love the V8. The V8 just pulls so well in that, you know, naturally aspirated linear fashion. It just, you know, gives you effortless power when you need it, and smoothly. The 10-speed auto is doing a nice job in getting this car out of first and up and running on the road. There's really no issue there. The 65 series sidewalls are just gonna, you know, dampen everything out as far as the road bumps and stuff go. You do have, you know, your suspension, which is well damped. You know, we're fairly high off the ground. You know, I'm 5'11", and I still needed the running board to get into this bad boy. So, you know, it is pretty high up off the ground. This is the first pickup truck I've reviewed, so please bear with me if I don't know everything about pickup trucks. But I just wanted to give everybody a look at what it's like to drive one of these behemoths. The last F-150 that I personally owned was years and years ago. I had a 1991 F-150 that was in purple. It was an XL in purple, and my wife called it Barney, and I couldn't handle that, so I had to sell it. And I really didn't need a pickup truck, but I thought it was cool, especially with the manual transmission. But now these things are dolled up with everything you can think of in it. It drives like a, you know, luxury car rather than a pickup truck. I love the Sync 4. I love that it's not mounted vertically or in portrait. I like that it's integrated into the dash in landscape. It's nice and big at 12 inches. I don't think you're going to need any more than 12 inches for an infotainment screen. I'm cool with like 8 or 10. So this thing is really big. The Sync 4 works really well, which is terrific. You know, you have your wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or if you don't want to use wireless, you can just plug your phone in and use it wired. So you can do it either way, so it's very versatile that way. You got plenty of tech in here. You got plenty of USBs, C's and A's, as well as, you know, 12 volts and plugins, just for about anything you may need here in this F-150. So I think that's great. I like the way this gear shift goes right down, you know, flat, so you can turn it into a workspace, even though this one doesn't have the workspace option in the center console. It's still really, really nicely done, and it drives really nicely. This digital dash is really easy to read. It presents all the information right to you very simply, and you know, you don't have to like search for things to figure out, hey, how am I doing on gas? How's my coolant temperature? How's my oil temperature? And all that jazz. So I think that is a really nice addition. You know, this 5-liter V8, if I'm reading the red line correctly, we're looking at about 6,500, 6,800, 6,700, somewhere in there as far as a red line. We're obviously just taking this for a cruise today since it is brand new, and only has about 70 miles on it right now. So we're just going to cruise and see how this feels. But, you know, I just love the V8. Obviously, most of the ones that you find here are going to come with the you know, the EcoBoost V6 engines. There's 2 variants of those you can get in here. This gentleman who ordered it chose the 5-liter V8, which is probably the engine I would choose because I'm a huge V8 nut, even though the gas mileage is in the dumper. You know, you're looking at what, 18 miles per gallon combined driving estimate. So, and if you're hauling or towing, it's going to be a lot worse than that. So, not exactly the best, but a really, really nice truck. Really nice. I haven't driven an F-150 in a long time, and this is really, really nice. And I know people are passionate about, you know, pickup trucks. There are people that are tried and true Ford F-150 people. There are people that are tried and true Chevy Silverado people. There are people that are tried and true Ram. So, you know, let me know where you fall. If you have an F-150, let me know how you're liking it. Let me know how it's been. Let me know what you've been using it for. Has it been for work? Has it been for pleasure? Has it been for adventure? You know, drop me a line in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this car. Is this car equipped how you would equip it? Would you go Lariat with these extra options, or would you do something else in the F-150 line? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I love the interior. I love this chocolate brown accent with the black. I think it looks really nice. You do have the carpeted floor mats, which are in the back right now, that you can put in, and the all-season floor mats, so you can put those in as well in case you're going to be taking this to a job site. You don't want to ruin the carpeted floor mats. They got the rubber ones in the back too, which I think is a nice touch. I like that electronic tailgate on the way down. The problem with the electronic tailgate on the way down is I don't see a button back there for an electronic tailgate on the way up, and that tailgate isn't light. So if you know whether there's an electronic tailgate up button back there, let me know. I don't think there is, but again, I don't profess to be an F-150 expert, know all the ins and outs of this thing. I looked at it as best as I could when I got in this thing, but I might have missed something, so please let me know. But that tailgate, if you have to push it back up, is pretty darn heavy. Again, this one I found interesting, comes without a bed liner. I would have thought this, especially with the special order, would have had a bed liner already in it, unless the owner wanted to put in his own. But now, of course, you can do whatever bed liner you want to do in the back now, since there isn't one in there. But I think this Atlas blue is just a fantastic color. I really like it. Now we're going to zip up on the highway, see how this thing merges, see how it takes off. So we're going to slow it on down to about 30, and now we're going to hit it and see how we do. This V8 is just grumbling away and sounding great with that tailpipe coming out the side. We got a lot of body roll, obviously expected in a pickup truck. It's not a performance car. And now we're merging onto the highway. Great, and that 10-speed shifting beautifully. In order to power onto the highway, this thing got up to about 3,500 RPM. That was it. And we were done. And now we're zooming along at 70 miles an hour in comfort. Now we're up higher. This is not aero at all. This thing is like a brick going through the air, so you have a lot of wind noise coming at you from the road. I don't have a lot of road noise with these nice tires that are on it, with these nice fat sidewalls, but I have some wind noise coming from this, and that's because we're high up. We're catching all the breeze. It's like having a big sail coming down the road and just filling up with air. So obviously that's why another reason why your gas mileage bites in this thing. But the sound system is really nice. This B&O system, I have that in my Mustang Mach-1, and I think it sounds really nice. In that particular car, I've had it on in here off of video, and it sounds really good in here as well. So I really like this optional B&O sound system. Probably something worth going for if you're going to option up one of these F-150s for yourself. We got the blind spot monitoring, we got cross traffic alert, we got the backup camera, we got the road sign recognition, we got highway lane keep assist. We got all that technology in this as well, which makes it much easier to drive when you have all of that action helping you out, which I think is nice. And now we're just cruising along and having a nice old cruise. We're going to get off. We're going to start heading back to the dealership. But, you know, I really want to thank Ciocca Ford here in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this F-150 for a review today. I want to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. and I'll see all of you on the rebound.